Welcome to another edition of Smalltalk for You. Last time we went through doing a delete against a database using VA Smalltalk, but we pulled the data into Smalltalk and deleted it from there. Probably not what you usually want to do. You want to issue a SQL statement and deal with the database on its own terms. We looked at doing a SQL statement using query specs. So you have here an ABT query spec, and we're issuing a select star from people. Notice we're using result table from query spec. Whenever you're doing a select statement, this is the API in ABT query spec you want to use. So if you want to grab all the stuff in the table using that simple statement, you do this, execute, do an inspect on the results, and there you go, you got it. Now if you want to issue a where clause, you can do the same thing, select star from people where, and then put your where clause again using just straight SQL, not putting anything into the Smalltalk side of this other than the API. And of course, in this case, I put the as dictionary so we can see it a little better. Now this isn't too exciting because there's only one thing in the database. Let's try inserting something. We're going to create a query spec, give it a statement, insert into people values, and we're just double quoting because these are strings, so we have to put double quotes. So let's go ahead and do this. We're just escaping that at the Smalltalk level, but this is just a straight SQL insert statement. We'll execute that, and then because it's an insert, we need to go ahead and commit the unit of work. And having done that, we can now go ahead and take a look at everything in there again, and we should see two elements. See? Element 1, element 2. Now again, this where clause will now have some more utility for us. We can go ahead and do this, do an inspect, and we get back the first element because it matched just that one. Now finally, deleting and updating would work the same way for that matter. Query spec, give it a SQL statement, delete from people where. We give it the where clause, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And we'll commit the unit of work. And now let's go and query everything out again. So we'll go one up here to this using the where clause where we get everything. We'll inspect, and now we're back to having only one element in it because we inserted, but then we deleted, and we committed in both cases. So again, using ABT query spec is pretty simple. Create a new instance, hand it a SQL statement. If it's not a select, if it's an update and insert any other kind of SQL statement, do an execute query spec. If on the other hand it's a select, you want to use the result table from query spec API instead. So this is specific to selects, because you're going to want to handle the results coming back into Smalltalk. In this case, you're just going to want to check to see that it worked. There's some exception handling, which we'll go over in a future screencast. I haven't really touched on that in the VA side of things, but we'll get to that in the future. So, that's about it for today. Until next time, have fun with whatever Smalltalk you're using.